Hello everyone, this is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne, and I'll bring you a video tonight titled, The Simp Mantra. Oh, she bad though. Yeah, this is for those guys that put looks above everything and end up getting played. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to take a deep dive. I want to get this as concise as I can possibly be, but we're taking a deep dive tonight. Tonight's video has been brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. Thank you to everyone who's been ordering. I just want to let you know right now, I'm going to put it right in front of you. Everyone's books, they're going out. I'm shipping them out 24 hours a day. And I'm thankful for your responses. Thankful for everyone who's been engaging and helping me to go up the algorithm. And essentially, this is what we're going to do tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Continue to help me to grow the movement. And I'm getting right to it. The Simp Mantra. Oh, she's bad, though. I want to begin by defining what a simp is. A simp is a man who overvalues a woman. A simp is a man who values a woman and her puthi above himself. A simp is a man who has zero level of self-respect and creates imbalance in an interaction where the woman can take advantage of him. That's what a simp is. And I wanted to make this video tonight because I see a lot of guys, they are concentrating on how good the woman looks as opposed to the experience that the woman is giving to him. And when you're a simp, you will do anything to keep the woman in your presence, and you create imbalance as soon as you do that. Meaning she can't respect you because she knows that you are valuing her above yourself. And that's what women run wild with. And that's the majority of men that they're going to meet are simps. Men that they're just going to take advantage of. And I don't want you to be that man, and that's why I'm making this video tonight. So the fact that she looks good and she's quote unquote bad, that means nothing. It means a bad chick is a woman who gives you the same exact experience that you're giving to her. But the minute that you fall prey to her looks and you're enamored and you're caught up in her rapture of her looks and you start saying, oh, she's bad though, those are the men who get taken advantage of. See, the thing about a simp is that simping is a disease that leads to betrayal, meaning that there's nothing good that comes from dealing with a woman on unlevel playing ground. It's a disease. It's a disease that leads to betrayal because the woman knows that you don't respect yourself, and consequently she can't respect you. And that's always going to lead to betrayal. And that's the purpose of the video tonight, so you don't end up on the back end of simping and experience that level of betrayal. And women play with men that they don't respect. They absolutely play with these men. And you don't want to be a man that's played with. Because if you approach a woman and you're glorifying her and you're pandering to her, then there's no way in the world that she's going to respect you, and she's going to move accordingly. She's going to play with you. She's going to extract everything that she can possibly extract from you until she's tired of you. And then you're left wondering what happened. You were simping. You put a woman above yourself and you suffer the consequences of it. And I don't want men to suffer that. So that's the direction I'm going with the video. And it's okay to acknowledge a woman's looks when you first meet her, especially if she's your type. But you never want to get overly excited about a woman because of her looks. That's going to lead you to start simping. See, the thing that I tell the men who call me and send me emails and ask me questions and things like that, the thing that I tell them is to temper your expectations. Don't develop a false sense of hope based on a woman's looks. Observe her and come to the conclusion of whether she's a good fit for you, whether you all have compatibility. Then you can label her a bad chick when she's giving you exactly what you're giving to her. But her looks are not the catalyst that's going to determine whether you're going to have a good experience with the woman or not. And those men who get overly excited, those are the ones who suffer the consequences. And it troubles me a bit because I have good friends. You know, as a dating coach, they call me and you know they tell me about these new women they met, but they don't take into account the continuum of losses that they had to take dealing with the wrong women. And so they get overly excited because they haven't taken a hard look at the losses that they've taken from dealing with women that were engaged with them in an imbalanced situation where they were simping. So that's troublesome because I'm seeing men glorify women and put them above them as opposed to approaching the women on level ground. There's always a consequence with that. And if you suffer from that, then you want to learn from it so that you know how to deal with women the right way. Meaning that I'm having expectation, not based on your looks. I have an expectation that you're going to give me everything I'm giving to you. And if that can occur long enough, then you are a woman who can remain in my space. Every woman must be treated the same. I don't care how good she looks. You have to gauge her on reciprocation, meaning is she giving you everything that you're giving to her? And so you don't want to have that false hope. That false hope dives you and leads you directly into simping. And hope should just simply be based off of substance. When the woman shows you that she has substance, then it's okay to have an element of excitement, but not before. Or else you're going to put her at a level that she doesn't belong. You're going to be blind to whatever she's showing you, and you're just going to be simping. It's really that simple, and nothing good comes from simping. You don't respect yourself. You're putting a woman above yourself. You're weak for that puthi. You want to be seen with her because there's no such thing as a woman that's going to make you look better than what you already are if you're a centered and you're a masculine man. A masculine man has an identity. And a masculine man is not going to be overly excited about a woman until she gives him the exact experience that he's given to her. So simps put the cart before the horse and they suffer. And a lot of times, you know, guys will call me and they want to hang out with me and they say, oh man, we got these bad chicks. And they're just too excited. And I'm just like, yo, what's the play? Oh, we're going to take them here and we're going to do this. I'm just like, yo, I don't know those women. And beautiful women are not foreign to me. Like, why am I going to hang with you and overexert myself and expend my resources if I don't know this girl? So I just politely decline. Men call me like, hey, let's go on this double date, man. This girl has a friend. Oh, they bad. You know what I'm saying? They bad. I don't know nothing about this girl. This girl could go out with me or go out with us, these guys that want to go on these double dates, and call the guy that they're sexually attracted to after we've expended our time and our resources. I don't do that stupid shit. And I'm encouraging you not to do that either. It's fucking stupid shit, man. You don't want to extend anything to a woman until you know why she's there. And the only thing that matters in terms of why she's there, does she desire you on a purely primal and sexual nature? Does she see you as her first option? And until you understand that, you shouldn't expend any time or resources to that woman. And the question may arise, well, you know, some women say, oh, I don't know you like that, and I want to feel comfortable with you. Yeah, just hop on a video chat, man. Tell her about yourself. You all get acquainted. And if she has to meet in public, okay, I can understand that. But let it be something free. I don't even believe in low-cost dates and stuff like that. Let it be something free. Go sit on the water or grab a bench or something like that, because the women who are attracted to you the right way, they're going to agree to that because their desire is for you and not what you can do for them. So you're setting a balanced foundation that's going to be the basis of your interaction with her. So I don't involve myself. See, the thing about sexually attractive and masculine men, a lot of us find ourselves going out by ourselves because you can't hang with your friends, because you all are moving completely different, and you know you're going to get caught up in their stuff, overextending themselves, and you don't want to be that man. So when you really develop yourself, you become that sexually attractive man, which is the opposite of the simp, meaning that women want you for the right reasons. you'll find yourself just out by yourself and attracting the women who want you the same way you want them. It's an admirable trait to go out by yourself. A lot of men are afraid to do that. See, simps live from external validation. They need the world around them to validate them. So let me go out with some friends for social proof and show these women that people like me. And real game is from the inside out. Identity, which is the catalyst for not being a simp. You're comfortable in your own skin, so you can move how you move by yourself. Now, there are some situations where you might have some friends who are as attractive as you, and they're comfortable in their own skin, and then you all can move the same way, where you're not overextending yourself. You're just presenting yourself to women. That's okay, but a lot of times I decline, man. I just straight up decline, because I don't have time for these men's foolishness in terms of they're going to cater to these women, acquiesce, pander. That's a weak position. It troubles my soul. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. You know, so you never want to give a woman an offering. That's the cornerstone of simping. Oh, she's bad. She's so above me. I have to give her an offering for her to be in my space. That's a weak man's position. I don't care how good she looks. You never give a woman an offering. Anytime you meet up with a woman or you interact with her, it has to be on level ground so that she understands that you value yourself and you don't value her above you. And if she desires you, then she's going to meet up with you in whatever capacity that you set that doesn't involve any money. And simps lead with money. Simps say, I'm so happy to have you in my presence, I'll do anything for you. They gamble, they cross their fingers and hope that they're going to get the outcomes with the woman. But the only outcome that matters is that she's coming at you exactly the same way that you're coming at her. That's essentially it. You can't give them an offering. They're going to take full advantage. They're going to take full advantage. Every time you give them an offering, you're letting the woman know, I value you above me valuing myself. And that's just not a position that you want to be in at all. Never. And then you just have to ask yourself, because women, they can smell a simp. They can smell imbalance. They know when you don't value yourself and you don't respect yourself. They know it. And you just never want to be the man that's in that position. You never want to be that man. And I just want to bring some personal, a personal story into this, just to show how women don't take simp seriously. So I was at, this was during COVID, and one of my friends in DC, he used to run a really big club and have parties and this and that, and the whole DMV shut down, so Virginia opened up. You know, Virginia is a Commonwealth state, so they never shut down during the pandemic. All the clubs were open, the nightlife was popping. All the promoters from DC and Maryland just came out here, and it was just a literal playground. It was beautiful. COVID was fun, man. You know. But one of my friends had a Wednesday party in Virginia, and he invited me out, and I began to go there regularly. So one day there was it was a Wednesday party. It was kind of rainy. I always show up late because I don't need to be up in there spending money and buying women drinks. I show up as my sexually attractive self and let women choose, man. I'm telling you the real. So I get there on a particular Wednesday. It's late, and you had to go up the stairs to get into the venue. I walk in, and before I could get up the stairs, there was like a corridor. And these two women came down, and they hopped right on me. One was married, and one was single. And the single girl, I mean, she was tall, she looked good, kind of my type. And she immediately, after a little bit of small talk, was just trying to leave with me. And her friend who was married was a little jealous because obviously her husband didn't look as good as me, and she didn't want her friend to win that night. You'll encounter that. But in that particular situation, any woman that's into you, nothing outside of you matters. And that's how you know you have a woman that's there for the right reason. She lusts you, she desires you, and she has a red beam of lust coming from her eyes. And this particular woman told her girl, I'm leaving with him. And she was like, oh, you don't know him, and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. But before they said that, something very interesting and telling was said by the girl who was trying to leave with me. She was laughing at the men upstairs who were buying them drinks. She said, man, them guys ain't getting no poothy tonight. Those guys didn't even get my number, and they were just buying me drinks. And then she saw the man she was sexually attracted to, which was me, and she rolled with me. And you know how that story ended. And we had a good little run, too. It was cool. So I present that to say, a lot of women, because the majority of men are simps, a lot of women will call men stupid. And rightfully so. If a man is overextending himself before he even knows anything about you, that's a stupid man. That's a stupid man. And since most men overvalue women over themselves, they move in a stupid fashion. Meaning they'll do anything to get the woman in their space so they can feel validated and feel better about themselves, or they'll do anything for that poothy. That's why I initially explained the definition of the simp. And I saw it in real time. The woman laughed at the guys who bought her drinks and overextended themselves with the hope of leaving with her and getting some of that poothy. She laughed at them, saw me. I didn't even get into the spot. Her girl was trying to stop her, and she said, she looked at me and was like, I'm going with you. She told her girl, I'll see you later. And that's exactly what happened. She followed me back to the spot, to my spot. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. When a woman is really into you, she's going to be there for the right reasons, and she's going to move in direct congruence of equality, meaning that you don't have to overextend yourself. I didn't have to spend one penny. I just had to show up as my sexually desirable self. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you. In reference to my video, you're either sexually attractive or a simp, if you want a deeper dive into that subject matter. But you just don't want to overextend yourself, and that's the whole point of it. Because women will literally call you stupid. And once they think you're a mark and you're a simp, they're going to run wild on you. They're going to get everything that they can possibly get out you before you realize that she's not even attracted to you. And you never want to be in that position. Oh, she's bad, though. Whenever I hear a man say that, I try to distance myself from him. I label him. I say he's weak. He's soft. He's weak for that poothy. No sexually attractive, centered man gets overly excited about a woman before he knows exactly why she's there. I don't care how good she looks. And as a centered, sexually attractive man, even in the midst of this stupid stuff that you're going to encounter in dating, they know what it's like to be desired. And they experience that on a regular basis, so they're not going to go for the woman that is requiring offerings from the man. The sexually attractive man is the offering to the woman who desires him. And that's equal playing ground. That's level playing ground. So you never want to be that weak man that's going to give women the offerings or acquiesce to the woman who's requiring offerings. She's never going to respect you. So you can't be lazy. You have to hit the gym. You have to continue to elevate in life. You have to have a trail of results behind you, success. And these are intangibles, but they are a byproduct of the man that you've become. So the trail of results and the evidence of success is just evidence of the man that you are. It's nothing to lead in with women. It's just evidence. And that lets them know the caliber and quality of man that you are. And that's all I pretty much had to say tonight. You know, you don't want to be labeled as a weak man. You don't want to get overly enamored with women who have done nothing for you, who have not shown you exactly why they're there. Oh, she's bad, though. That's the cornerstone. That's the calling card of the simp. That's the mantra. And you don't want to be that man. You want to be the man who values himself enough to only deal with women who desire him the same way that he desires her. You don't owe a woman nothing. If she says, oh, you have to take me here and we have to do this, disqualify her because she doesn't view you as her first option. Disqualify her because she doesn't view you as her first option. And in reverse, transversely, don't offer women things. Don't offer them anything. Offer them an equal investment experience if you want to meet with her and see where things can go. Don't spend a dime. I know that sounds crazy because most men are used to overextending themselves, but this way you filter out the women who are there for the right reasons, which should be pure primal desire and lust, and a willingness and a wanting to get to know you for you. So don't be that man that's talking about, oh, she bad though. As soon as you say that, she's gonna label it, so I got one. This dude is stupid. I'm about to run wild on him. I'm not attracted to him. But by the time he figures it out, it's gonna be too late. You don't want to be that man. And that's why I brought you this video tonight. The simp mantra. Oh, she bad though. That's the mantra of the weak man who doesn't respect himself. And I want to come with the follow-up to this one, but I think I said enough and I can park it right there. And that's essentially it. And I just want to say one more thing, you should never overvalue a woman, because I don't care how good the woman looks, especially if you look at certain demographics within races and things like that. These women are the least married women on the planet. If they had it their way, they wouldn't be out here in the streets. They wouldn't be going from man to man. They would have been able to pin down a quality man if she was really that bad. So when a woman tries to sell herself to you in terms of why you should overextend yourself and why you should buy her things and give her attention and play her games, once she does that, all she's doing is telling you that she's a low quality woman. Quality women lead with their qualities and they trust themselves. They don't have to brag or try to manipulate you into doing things that they want you to do. You're naturally inclined and motivated to do those things for her because she's showing up the right way. These women, these bad chicks, look at the men that they reproduce with, man. A lot of times it's low quality men. Look at that. If they really had everything that they're trying to sell you that they have in terms of their place in the food chain and their hierarchy and their quality, their results in their life will look different. A lot of them have been around quality men, but each of those quality men tossed them back because the qualities were missing. And so if a woman is trying to manipulate you into overextending yourself, oh, you have to take me to this restaurant. Oh, you have to spend this amount of money on me. We have to go here. She's selling you a smokescreen, hoping that you're stupid enough to buy it. Just look at the results that the woman has in her life. I don't care how beautiful she is. Oftentimes, the results in her life don't match the proclamations that she's making in terms of her value that she's trying to sell to you. The results in her life don't match the proclamations that she's trying to make to you in terms of the value that she's trying to sell you. So you have to size these women up accordingly. They're selling themselves to you as bad chicks, but they just out here like everybody else. They single. Single means the men that I want don't want me, and the men that want me, I don't want them. So why would you overextend yourself and label a woman a bad chick if you all are in the same exact position? That's why it doesn't make sense to overextend yourself because she looks a certain way. She's out here just like everybody else, man. Just like everybody else. She's a lot of them, the majority of these women, especially in our community, the majority of them have kids. They're single mothers, which means that the guys that she wanted didn't want to pair themselves with her, and the guys that want her, she can't pair herself with them. So don't buy the smoke screen, man. Don't overextend yourself. Don't label her a bad chick. Don't get overly excited to the point that you're blind to her qualities and giving her hope and value that's based on something that doesn't have any substance, which is her looks. Don't do it. These chicks are out here in terrible positions, man. They're trying to manipulate and get you to believe that there's something that they're not. But be intelligent enough to look through their situation and observe the reality of who she actually is, as opposed to the reality that she's trying to sell you, which is a falsehood. It's baseless. And that's where I'm coming from tonight, man. No woman is above you, especially if you really developed yourself, you're successful, you're keeping yourself attractive, you're not being lazy, you're in the gym, you're elevating your mind, your status, and you're just, every day you're improving and becoming a better man. You are an actual prize. And I'm not going to say be an arsehole and come at women from a narcissistic perspective and saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying be a man that understands his value to the point that you're not going to simp and overextend yourself, and deal with women accordingly. Understand that you have value. And if she really had that much value, she wouldn't even be available. Women who have great qualities, which is all that matters, women who have great qualities, they don't last on the market. Women who keep themselves looking attractive, the bad chick, those women get scooped up early. Typically, they don't make it to 30 without being in a marriage with a quality man. So if you're coming across a woman trying to sell you on how bad she is, see right through that smoke screen, look at the reality of her life, and approach her on even ground. They're not worth overextending yourself for. Their experiences are horrible. There's plenty of videos out here where they're talking about dating is dead, chivalry's dead, and these men aren't doing this and doing that, because men are waking up. And I want you to be one of the men who are waking up enough to not overextend yourself. Love yourself. If you don't have self-love and self-respect, you're going to find yourself in a trick bag, man. You're going to find yourself getting taken advantage of. And you don't want to be that man. Value yourself and love yourself enough to approach any woman, regardless of her looks, on level playing ground. I've said enough, man. If you ain't got it by now, you're not going to get it, man. Much love to everybody who's been showing me love, man. I appreciate you all. With this video tonight, the Simp mantra, oh, she bad, though. It's been brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. And everyone who's been emailing me and talking about filling their Amazon cart up with my books, don't go to Amazon. Go to my website, www.matthewchorne.com. I'm shipping books out daily. I'm going to autograph them for you, and I'm going to get them to you faster. I have a better system than Amazon, even though my books are on Amazon. Go directly to my website. And everyone who's been wanting me to talk about different topics, email me at matt@matthewchorne.com with your topic that you want me to make a video. Make a respectful donation. Okay, my Cash App and my PayPal are in the description of all of my videos. $50 and up, I'll make the video. But I'm not just going to make the video because you made a comment. Okay? Make the donation. I'll make the video within 24 hours because I want us all to elevate. Help me to grow, and I'll help you to grow. It's a fair thing to do. And if this video has been of value tonight, value to you, don't forget to drop something in my donation information so I can keep these videos coming. And if you believe and you know that you could benefit from coaching from someone like me, Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. Send me your name, your phone number, and just a brief description of what you're looking to do. I'll hit you right back, and we'll set up the coaching. And that's what I have going right now until I build my website. And some people have been inquiring about coaching programs and things like that. That's on the way, but right now I can fit you into individual coaching. So just email me. We'll get you to where you want to go. Thank you for spending some time with me tonight. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and thank you for pushing me with this algorithm. And I want to continue to bring you this this commentary, this content on virtually a daily basis, and we're all going to rise together. I'll see you soon, and more videos on the way. Peace out, man.